So I've had my dad in my life for my whole entire life. And I ran into other people who's had their fathers in their life. And I noticed that men raise two different types of women in their life. It is some dads that pamper their daughters, and there's other dads that make their daughters so independent they almost like men. Elaborate on that. Because I feel like with my dad, because of what he's seen in his life and how he's seen the women operate in his life, he was like, I want to make it so you don't have to depend on nobody for anything but me, but don't even ask me for it because you're going to be so dependent you can do it on your own. Be a story. When I was in college and I was working and going to school and running track, so I was working as a waitress at IHOP, still taking 13 hours and going to school, and I was late on my rent. It was like I needed $200 to pay my rent. $200, right? And I called to ask my dad for it, and he was like, I ain't got it. You don't have it. You don't have it. What do you mean you don't have it? Like, this is a man who used to walk around with like wads of money in his pocket just because, but he was like, I don't have $200. You went to Hampton's homecoming last week and had a blast and spent your money. He said, my money is not your responsibility money. He said, that's your money. My money is not your bill money. You went and have fun with your money. Figure it out. Said to me, if I give it to you now, you will not learn how to be responsible, and you will always ask me for stuff when you get in a bind. And when you are seriously in a bind, I won't want to help you because I will think you will always just be playing games with me. He did not give it to me. I didn't get kicked out. I picked up an extra shift at work. I made my money, and I paid my rent. But that taught me right then and there, always pay your bills first and be responsible.
That's right.
And until the day that my dad passed, I never had to ask him for a damn thing. One, I was scared he would give it to me anyway, but I always responsible enough to where I was like, I got it. And so I'm thankful for that lesson, but he really could have given me $200 for my rent.
This is the reason why I say fathers are important in their daughters' lives. Very important. Now, you know what though? I'm gonna tell you something. I never had to say that to my daughter. My daughter has always been independent. I mean, I guess there's something in her. She's a go-getter. Now, if her car breaks down or something like that, she needs help. But other than that, she's a go-getter. Never had to say anything to her like that, or never had to. Now, my son, I did. When he was in college, he got out of college, he had a job, he quit a job. He ain't had nothing left, to go to, nothing else to go to. So I was like, he did it one time, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna give you this money, and after that, that's it. You're on your own.